Hi, glad you could make it back. My name is Calvin Rife, and today I wanted to go back and reach back into my childhood memories and let's start talking about superheroes, which I believe is like the favorite topic that I could ever talk about because I've always been like a big fan of comic books and video games. So I think this would be something good to talk about. Um, my favorite superhero was always Batman, because he's the shit. Like, what other superhero that you know of can kick ass, look good doing it, and all without superpowers? And when we're talking about who does that the best and who's the better person at it, then I would say Batman's first in almost all occasions. Um, but as far as like superpowers go, I gotta give it to Wolverine from Marvel because I think he was always the best because and as far as that, because his powers, he's basically indestructible. You have to go through all kinds of shit just to kill him. It's like I don't think, as far as like a superhero with powers, I just don't see anyone better than Wolverine. But I've always like grown up watching like cartoons and TV and reading comic books. But the best time I ever had, like as far as doing all that, was when I like would be around superheroes, like the comics and the movies, and the way they've been bringing it to life as far as movies. I like that shit's amazing. You know, as a little kid, reading the comic books and then seeing that shit come to life on screen, that shit's wonderful. I actually saw the Man of Steel, and I gotta say that shit was awesome. I mean, like they really made Superman better than what he would be portrayed as is in the comics. I was like, that shit's unbelievable. Like they really brought that shit to life and made a whole new story to it too. Like the way it looked back in the 90s or 70s, like it was nothing compared to the way it looks now. Like the way the planet was destroyed and all that shit, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it was like pretty cool. uh as far as like a battle between the Hawk and Wolverine, there's actually proof that Wolverine did once kill the Hawk, and I couldn't believe it when I read the comic. But I would love to show it to you guys, but I can't find it at the moment. But when like some other time in some other video, I'll show it to you. But yeah, in the comics below, why don't you type in who's your favorite superhero and what superheroes would you like to fight up against each other? Like cool superheroes. Um, as far as women superhero characters, I've always loved the girl ones because I like women period. But once you actually start putting them in costumes and make them and give them powers, that gives like a whole nother meaning to the thing called superhero. So I really like Wonder Woman was always my favorite as far as DC. And Marvel, I actually don't have one because there's not many out there that's actually cool. But as far as like as far as body and sexy wise, I've always liked Jean Grey because she has split personality and I'm into crazy bitches, so you know. Um, but and as far as sexy wise and how like look and how their sex appeal is, I've always liked Catwoman more because like she got the whip and she's like fucking criminal. Like I just couldn't get used to her. She was something else. I just don't see how Batman can do it. Like it's like he's like, bitch, man, if you don't get the fuck out away from me and return that jewel, it's like this nigga fucking hardcore to the end. The thing about Batman is that like he's always serious. That's one thing that I like about him. Like he takes his job really fucking seriously and he doesn't get distracted very often, which makes him a pretty good superhero. You know, sometimes he'll get distracted by love, but it's very like unlikely. And he's just a badass. I mean, like a superhero without powers who could still kick ass. I mean, that's pretty cool. I can't really think of anybody who's better. Hey, how's it going? So, pretty much when it all comes down to it, it's like whatever. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you leave a comment and subscribe. And remember, it's all about life.